Brought to you by Gamezy. Win up to rupees 5 crores every day. Download the app now.
Hello and welcome to this all-important clash between Royal Challengers Bangalore and Punjab Kings. It is a vital clash for both teams. Royal Challengers Bangalore can all but seal the spot in the playoffs with a win, while Punjab Kings are desperate to stay alive in the playoff race. A win for Punjab Kings throws open the entire playoff race, while RCB's win could all but seal the number 3 or potential number 2 spot for them. Heading into this clash, I will give you the fantasy tips for this match, and I will start off with the budget buys. If I have to look at the budget buys for Royal Challengers Bangalore versus Punjab Kings, well, Royal Challengers Bangalore have got some very good budget buys. Mahipal Lomror has been in fantastic form, and Shahbaz Ahmed has been your go-to man when it comes to picking a budget buy for RCB. If I have to look at Punjab Kings on the other hand, you've got Arshdeep Singh, who's been simply sensational, and you also got the likes of Jitesh Sharma, who has been fantastic with the bat for them as well as behind the wickets. So my budget buys, if you are picking from the RCB team, are if I have to take from the Punjab Kings team, are Arshdeep and Jitesh Sharma. If I have to look at the Royal Challengers budget buys, I will look at Mahipal Lomror and Shahbaz Ahmed. After the budget buys, I will now look at the overseas options for RCB versus PBKS. If I have to look at the overseas options for Royal Challengers Bangalore versus Punjab Kings, their overseas composition is very settled. You will not look beyond Josh Hazelwood or Faf du Plessis for that matter. You will also want to pick Wanindu Hasaranga, and Hasaranga will be a best overseas pick for you because he is only second behind Yajuvendra Chahal when it comes to the wickets in IPL 2022. If I have to not pick anybody from the RCB team and go for Punjab Kings, Johnny Bairstow, Bhanuka Rajapaksa, they are all firing and are in form. Liam Livingston is obviously in great form. Kagiso Rabada looked a bit off colour, but you don't want to ignore a bowler of his class. So these are my overseas options for RCB versus Punjab Kings. After the overseas buys, I will now look at the captaincy options for RCB versus PBKS. Looking at the captaincy options, I would be tempted to pick someone rather not well known because Punjab Kings and RCB have often been propelled by names who've not done that well. But Royal Challengers Bangalore, for me, my captaincy pick is Dinesh Karthik. After a lull, he's back in form and he showed that he can be the X factor in 2 games. Against Chennai, he really took the game away as well as in the game against Sunrisers Hyderabad. So I will be tempted to make Dinesh Karthik my captain if you're picking from the Royal Challengers Bangalore camp. If you want anybody from the Punjab Kings side, well, I would actually go on and make Kagiso Rabada my captain. Because remember, Rabada was hit for runs, but he has also been the pick of your bowlers as well. So if you're picking from the Punjab Kings lineup, I would say go with Kagiso Rabada. If from the Royal Challengers Bangalore lineup, go with Dinesh Karthik. And if not, I'll make Dinesh Karthik my captain and Rabada my vice captain. After the end of the captaincy choices, I will now pick my fantasy 11 for RCB versus PBKS. My fantasy 11 is slightly more complicated, folks. I would go for Shikhar Dhawan and he will be partnered by Faf du Plessis. There is a debate on whether I will pick Virat Kohli or not, but I think I will pick him considering that he is your class player. So I will make Kohli bat at number 3 in my fantasy team. Number 4 and 5, I will look at Bhanuka Rajapaksa and Johnny Bairstow. And after that, I will get Dinesh Karthik to be at number 6 for me. Jitesh Sharma at 7. Arshdeep Singh at 8 and Wanindu Hasaranga will be there as my go-to spinner. That slightly weakens the bowling, I do agree, but then at the end of the day, what I look for is I will look at Punjab Kings and probably say that I will pick 2 of the Indian pacers in that team. I would pick Rahul Chahar, who's been in good form, and also I would look at another Indian bowler like say Rishi Dhawan to sort out my composition because Rishi Dhawan will add depth. But Dinesh Karthik and Wanindu Hasaranga, I would go for Wanindu Hasaranga primarily for the wickets factor. Thank you so much for watching this fantasy video, folks, between RCB and Punjab Kings. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news. Don't forget to download the Gamezy app. You stand to win 5 crores every day, and you also can make team slots in 5 over gaps. You can also make a team in the second innings. No other app gives you that liberty. Thank you so much. Press the like, comment and share button, folks, and subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news. Thank you.